How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Counter question. How does it feel sharing the same sex as Elizabeth Bathory, Eileen Wuornos, Nanny Doss, and Hillary Clinton?
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Are you sure about that?
Liking rom-coms does not make you a girl. It just makes you a person with shitty taste in movies. I can't fucking stand Beyonce. She has no personality past feminism and shaking her ass. Can you name a personality trait that's specific to Beyonce? Can you name one? And don't even get me started on The Notebook. I'm actually going to do a very lengthy review on that movie. Because it's just fuck.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
when y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Okay, they're complaining about female characters being written to only talk about men constantly in a video where a group of fucking women are doing nothing but talking about men constantly. And men talk about nothing but boobs for hours. For hours, really? Have all your fucking male friends and boyfriends been 11-year-olds who just discovered Pornhub because what? Fucking feminists and chicks like this, they would just love to think that men do nothing but sit around and talk about their asses all fucking day. Here's a newsflash. They fucking don't.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
There are plenty of female-led things that men are into. The Aliens franchise, the Kill Bill franchise, the Resident Evil franchise, the Underworld franchise. Men don't give a fuck if a woman is starring in a fucking movie, as long as the movie doesn't fucking polarize them. Because nowadays, movies and television with female leads are completely fucking polarizing to men. Men are always the fucking morons, they're always the hateful ones, they're always the murderers and shit, and the women are always the ones that have to swoop in and fucking stop them from being fucking morons. Like, if you're advertising something, it's like if you're trying to put something out there for everyone to fucking enjoy, but then a huge fucking part of the demographic you shit on, guess what? That fucking part of the demographic is not going to partake in your fucking product. Simple as that. Fucking simple.
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
Bullshit.
Once again, same thing with the rom-coms and the movies. At least these days, female comedians aren't that funny. These days. Because everyone is just so wrapped up in this fucking feminism shit. Their humor is only wrapped up in feminism. And of course, feminism nowadays is all about shitting on men. So guess what? 90% of their fucking comedy is going to be them shitting on men. So yeah, is this thing on? So I went on a date with this guy, right? And I only paid 77 cents of what I was supposed to pay for half the bill. Ah!
I'm funny!
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulating.
God, do we really have to go through this shit? Really? Society does not congratulate men for fucking around. If you hear your male friend or any male that you know bragging about how much pussy he got, then that means he did not get as much pussy as he said he did. And a group of guys in a bar is not society. That's another thing. Like, what the fuck is it with feminists thinking a group of guys in a bar that they overhear talking is all of society? I mean, they always fucking do that shit. I had a friend who said this thing, and now I think, like, everyone in society thinks that thing. I'm a really derivative fucking thinker. Men only look up to the fantasy of getting a lot of pussy. Because normally men don't get a lot of pussy because it's hard enough for them to just get one. Men want to get a lot of pussy. They like the fantasy of getting a lot of pussy. I mean, that's why they love James Bond. That's why they love that aspect of his fucking personality. Because they want that, but they don't get that. It's all about the fucking fantasy. And the fact that feminists are making a social issue out of a male fantasy and aspire to live like a male fantasy, that should tell you everything you need to know about the state of feminism in this generation.
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
This is under the fucking assumption that women know exactly what men say about them when they're not in the room. Like, I think it's just, these women are just projecting their fucking emotions on men. Like, you fuck that guy in the first date and you feel like a slut, but instead of going internally and then trying to figure out why you feel that way. Instead, you blame the guy who's probably calling me a slut right now with his fucking friends. This is why our society needs feminism. And it's like, just calm down. Calm the fuck down. 70% of the fucking time, men are not doing what the fuck you think they're doing.
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
I have never fucking heard a guy say that. We catcall because we can't help ourselves. Like, oh damn, the pussy demon, it got us all. But I have heard people say if someone fucking catcalls you, get the fuck over it. Because what is catcalling really? Someone obnoxiously yelling compliments at you. Ooh. The only time catcalling becomes a problem is when the guy follows you or tries to put his hands on you. But then again, that's not catcalling, that's stalking and assault. So that's not fucking catcalling. If you think that's catcalling, you're a fucking idiot.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
I think I'll counter that question with, do you think that every man who's nice to you is trying to fuck you? Because if you do, you're really fucking conceited.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
Oh, really, bitch? It's very simple. Because you're a fucking stranger. He doesn't know you. He's not obligated to fucking respect you. No obligation to fucking even fucking like you. And their sister is someone they're connected to by DNA, shared childhood experiences. Maybe that's fucking why. And maybe you're not supposed to fucking let family get disrespected. But I don't know, maybe that's it. Another question would be, why would you make generalizing and demonizing statements about men, yet defend your little brother when someone makes those same statements about him? One question begs another.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Of course, this is gender specific and no one else could possibly have to go through this except you little fucking princess.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Well, since you didn't learn this in 7th grade health class, I'll make it simple for you. Men have these things called testicles, and they're placed between their legs in a way that they can't keep their legs closed for that long. So to relieve the pressure on their testicles, they have to open up their legs wide to give them some air. And to keep from crushing them. You fucking twat.
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Maybe because men don't have bras for their balls, you dumb motherfucker!
Oh my lord!
Stupid babies need the most attention.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex? Even though we literally birth you. Like watermelons through like this.
Wanting props for being anatomically built a certain way is the most low expectation fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. Sure, childbirth hurts, but you have a choice not to have a fucking kid. And this is under the assumption that every woman on earth ever has had a fucking child. So guess what, ladies? If you've never birthed a child, shut the fuck up about that childbirth shit, because you haven't gone through it, so you're basically at the same stage as a man. They haven't given birth, and neither of you, so shut the fuck up.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
This is not gender specific, goddammit!
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
Sexual dimorphism, unfair societal standards on men. That's all I'm getting.
Why the isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Yeah, you know what? That is a real thing. There are people who say it's unladylike to curse, and fuck those people. But it's people who think it's unladylike, not men. It's a whole array of assholes. I have been told this by women and men, that cursing is unladylike. This is not gendered. You're making it gendered because you need to pad out this stupid fucking video.
Why is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Maybe because rape is a really hard thing to prove unless you have all the facts. But I guess using your fucking brain is a male thing now. This is not gender specific, goddammit! I mean, you basically just dragged the whole female gender right there. I mean... Oh, and counter question, why do you only take the female side in the situation without question? That's another good question, I think.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Because women are the ones who perpetuate that shit? Not all of them, of course, but there are a lot of women who are just like, look, I know I cut off your thumb, but I'm on my fucking period, okay? You know how fucking hard this is? There are women who genuinely use that shit as an excuse to act like a fucking asshole. And there are so many women who go on and on about how terrible it is to have your period, and how stressful it is to have your period, and how taxing it is to have your period, and how horrible it is to have your fucking period.
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Well, here's the difference between dicks and faces. Faces, you can change with makeup. I mean, nowadays, they are Picassoing that shit to look completely fucking different. Now, guys, on the other hand, they can brag all they want about their fucking dick size and shit, but as soon as they pull their fucking pants down, that's it. That's it! What they're born with is what they're born with. There's no fucking makeup for dicks. There's no contouring. You can't contour that shit to 9 inches. And once a guy likes you, it doesn't matter, makeup or not. If they like you, they like you. They're gonna be with you. But I've seen plenty of situations where guys with little dicks get fucking rejected. Would you rather be born with a little dick or just be teased about false advertising about your fucking makeup job every now and then? I think I'd take the makeup.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
Do you have a coochie?
Okay, 2 counter questions. Number 1, why can't you acknowledge that half of pro-lifers are women? And 2, if men can't talk about the issues of women because they're men, that means you as a woman shouldn't be fucking talking about the issues of men because you're a fucking woman.
Do you have a coochie?
Do you have a dick?
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Oh my God, like, this is playground shit. This is kindergarten shit. These questions answer themselves. I'm gonna dumb this down as much as possible. Men like women. And so when woman kiss other woman, he really like it. In other words, if a heterosexual man likes seeing a woman do sexual stuff, then a woman doing sexual stuff with another woman is going to turn him on even more. I mean, duh, motherfucker. I mean, this soft, supple, beautiful thing sexually mingling with another soft, supple, beautiful thing, and just like, of course they love that shit. Come on! Don't tell me none of you bitches wouldn't get off to Chris Hemsworth and Hugh Jackman busting slobs and ramming each other in the fucking ass. Come on now.
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Being kicked in the balls. I think about as painful as a man disagreeing with you.
Do you ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
Like, first of all, how do you know a motherfucker is even trying to be manly? How can you tell that? I mean, yeah, there are those fucking douchey Jersey Shore looking motherfuckers who look like they're trying a little too hard. But I want to know what they mean by trying too hard to be manly. That's what I want to know. I want to know that.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
In what world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
All right, everybody, lightning round. Number 1, they're not. Number 2, the wage gap is bullshit. Number 3, the wage gap is bullshit. And number 4, the wage gap is fucking bullshit.
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you?
Because, once again, societal expectations. Men are expected to be the breadwinners, the money earners, and all that shit.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
Well, it depends on what is said. I mean, if you keep saying shit like,
Y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
Do you have a coochie?
In what world does no mean yes?
I'm probably funnier than you.
guess what? You're gonna sound like a fucking bitch.
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Okay, remember when this chick said,
I'm probably funnier than you.
remember that shit? And now she's getting mad that someone would dare make a joke about women. See, that's why you're not funny, bitch. They're with their friends right now and making rape jokes and saying horrible things, just horrible. Because if you have to restrict comedy, then you ain't a funny motherfucker.
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
Once again with this passive-aggressive feminist bullshit. Like, I'm not saying you're a shitty person. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm not saying all this now. But you have a lot of privilege that you hold over me. I'm oppressed. You're oppressing me. You need to do something about that, bitch. Okay, so I'm guessing all the homeless men on the street, they have privilege. What about all those black men that are getting shot in Chicago right now? Why didn't their privilege stop the bullet? I mean, I'm wondering why. I mean, the privilege! Oh, the privilege! The privilege!
I'm probably funnier than that.